Hello, everybody. This is Chris Brown. Thank you very much for checking out my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, I want to talk to you about multiple tonguing and little things that I do to help develop my multiple tonguing, but also a process that you can go through to develop yours or develop it if at a higher level, or maybe just to get and be able to multiple tongue yourself. So please check out my channel, my website at chrisbrown.trumpet.com. I post resources. I'll have some more resources on there coming up about this and many other topics. Also, you can follow me on Facebook as well. I have a number of Facebook things that I'll post, whether it's events or places that I am at, playing, a number of things like that. So let's begin here. We'll talk about multiple tonguing. What is multiple tonguing? What's the role of multiple tonguing? What does that even mean? Well, multiple tonguing is simply gives us a way as trumpet players and instrumentalists in general to be able to approach fast passages and be able to play them with more ease and comfort. Because if you think about it, your tongue, if we just use the single tongue at a fast tempo for an extended period of time, it becomes a little bit more difficult to keep our tongue from getting twisted up. Here, tongue-tied. Well, that happens with us as trumpet players. So we say something like ta 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 ta, and eventually our tongue gets really tired and really falls apart, and we can't tongue the way that we'd like to. Well, multiple tonguing is a way that we can approach playing fast passages, and sometimes not even fast, but be able to play those with ease and not get tongue-tied. So instead of using one syllable, multiple tonguing uses two. So today we're going to talk about double tonguing first, and we'll talk about how that works. So instead of using one syllable like a ta, we use two, and we alternate those to be able to effectively tongue faster. So say ta ka instead of ta, just say ta ka. And then we alternate that. So we come up with the syllable ta. Most of my students, we either say ta. Some of my students are not as comfortable with ta, so I have them use da. Now, one little note, the Arbin's book for many years would say two. And two is actually not as efficient of a syllable. Many scholars think that it was translated from French, and that's why they put two in there instead of saying ta. And I think the more recent translations will actually say ta. So either use a ta or a ka. And I want right now, just for you, at a slow tempo, to say this with me. So we're going to say ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta. Now let's do it in sets of 4. So we're going to ta, ka, rest, rest. Ta, ka, rest, rest. Ta, ka. So when you start off practicing, it's very important for you to actually just say it. One of my mentors, Dr. Daniel Zeringer, he actually was a lifeguard, and he practiced his multiple tonguing when he was a lifeguard. So multiple tonguing is something that you need to practice to be good at, otherwise you lose it, and you can actually practice it without the horn. So doing this when you're studying, doing something else, maybe at work, although you probably don't want to do it too loud if you disturb people, you can do this practice. So practicing ta, ka, ta, ka, ta. Now what we're going to do is employ it and put it into the trumpet. So we're going to alternate first. We're going to say it, then play it. We're going to start on the F scale. Arbin's has a great section on multiple tonguing. Starts around 153 in the old editions. You can find that resource on my website, chrisbrown.trumpet.com. I have the Arbin's book. Also, the Clark Technical Studies book is on there, which is another resource that I use, his second study. So we're going to take F, and we're going to start the F scale. We're going to go ta, ka, ta, ka, ta. Then we're going to play F, 4 Fs in a row with the double tongue. Then we're going to sing G, then play G. So something like this. Here's our first note. Ta, ka, ta, ka. G, ta ka ta ka. A, ta ka ta ka. B flat, ta ka ta ka. Ta ka ta ka. C, D, ta ka ta ka. Ta ka ta ka. Ta ka ta ka. So practice initially alternating and saying it. Say it first and then play it. You can do 4 notes. If you want to repeat more like Arbenz has, he repeats 8. Sometimes he does even more than that. So practice going up a scale, slow tempo, around 60 beats per minute at a slow tempo. Try to get used to that ta ka ta ka. Or like I said, the da ga da ga. Making sure to keep your tongue as close to the front of your mouth as you can, because we want efficiency. We want efficiency, but we want consistency. The key is the double tongue needs to sound like your single tongue. It can be interchangeable, because ultimately the conductor or whoever you're with, they don't care how you're tonguing it. They just want you to do the job. You know, if you're in an orchestra, the orchestra director is not going to say double tongue this. They just want you to play that passage. So alternate, say it, then play it. And then use an exercise like the Arbenz book. Pages 155, 175 are the starting pages. 155, he starts with triple tonguing, then he goes to double tonguing at 175. So use an exercise from there and practice them each day. So like I said, first pick your syllable, sing it. Sing it over and over again at a slow tempo using a metronome or a clock. You can always use a clock. That's what people did years ago without metronomes. They use something, get a steady tempo. Do it in time. Ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka. I'm looking at the clock right now. So do that in time and get used to the tas and kas trying to become even. And then use an exercise starting with a scale, repeated notes at a slow tempo, singing and then playing, and then put it together when you just play it. Putting it all together. And the ultimate test is comparing it with the single tongue or with a metronome's time. And if your single tongue and your double tongue or your triple tongue, in the other case, sound the same, then that means you're becoming more even. You're trying to find that evenness of sound. You're trying to get that ka, which initially is going to be weird. You're initially going to do it, and you're not going to know if you're actually doing the double tongue or not. That's why it's important to sing it and then play it. Sing it and play it. Eventually you'll figure that out. You'll feel like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I could feel the double tongue. I could feel that ka that's back here and trying to make it even. So like I said, start with the syllable. Say it first to get the sensation feeling. Then sing it and play it. Sing scale, like F scale is what Arbenz use is a great exercise. I wouldn't go too low because it's a little harder if you're going under the staff. And then sing it, play it, then play those. Get into exercises like the Arbenz book, page 175 for double tonguing, and also the Clark Technical Studies book, which I'll talk about that later. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything you want me to do. Also check out my website, chrisbrown, BRAUN, trumpet.com. Have a wonderful day.